It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than they do right now and did earlier on. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. On Saturday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers. He's the team's unquestioned leader. But he said leadership is not all about talking. It's about letting others hold you accountable, too. Being coachable and committing to a common purpose. For him, guys, being a leader doesn't mean he puts himself above his teammates.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Brent, two explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time. So I remember Iverson, clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. McCollum, the 2, and Hood, the 3. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Lillard in at the point. Big Daddy is out there with buckets. Then there's Boss, then it's P, and it's the Quick in at the point. The finish, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are up.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And he just dangles from the bucket.
Finishes.
Gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And last season for the Blazers, all about bouncing back from their embarrassing first-round sweep.
He does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Here's the Quick. Oh, the power on that prudent.
Unreal.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This
one thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Boss passes to Pete. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And giving up some inches in.
He's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Black hole passes to Pete. Six on the shot clock. Here's Jay. Cans it from downtown.
Oh, this is the
layup.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell.
A steal. And here's the break. Here's Black Hole. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Really seizing the momentum of this.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up...
It's for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot selection that you got to be on board with Lillard. Tenacious scorer, but I love the efficient opportunity there.
Here's Big Smooth. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. He gets that one.
And this has been a great...
Oh, crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And glad to have
transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
Slim is out there with Big Smooth. Then there's Smooth. Then there's Jay, and it's Blackwell as he starts the game 0 for 1.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
The Nuggets. Here's Santos. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely.
Has it, and the other two are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Buries it from three-point range. The Cobra's got his first 3 points of the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores, shooting it with more confidence.
2 on none, no one back to stop this. Throws down the breakaway jam. And they're on the break. Here's the Cobra. Nailed from three-point land. The Cobras.
By Rodney Hood.
Pass to Buckets. Anthony on the double team. That one good for 2.
You can't just stop.
20 feet out. Here's Santos. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Here he comes.
Half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Distance, that's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
Here's the quick. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited. He ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling. And Lillard kept his...
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though. Still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. It's good.
The ball
Off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. 9 points for Jay. Ben's last year really helping out his team. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in, and the shot goes in. Big Smooth got 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's the break by himself. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And I think that play sort of sums up shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that
Ball club. You just don't need to tell him to keep scoring. He'll do it.
Here's the Cobra. He's guarded by Nurkic. Here's Jay. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jay's got 12.
bottom.
Here's Big Smooth, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good, so both teams changing it up here. And so he makes both from the line.
Ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Good on the 3-point shot. That's 7 points for Big.
The effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Gets the 3-pointer.
They've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Boy,
It's right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
at this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's...
Oh, that was something else.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Here's the pass to the Cobra. Here's Boss. Wide open shot is on the money.
They haven't relied on him as much.
Gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Portland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And now, here's Hazonia. He's guarded closely. Boss passes to Flores. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the fit in max contrast. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what.
Here's the quick, and the pass to Dub. Here's the quick. Bangs home the trifecta.
It was all them. Complete control.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.